Hey guys, Mona Lisa here, and I'm going to be reacting to Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode 3. Last episode, I think it's sort of like the afterthoughts and that after what had gone down. Yeah, obviously Walt and Jesse are dealing with it in different ways. I think Jesse's scared to be alone, so he's sort of partying and to have people around him, sort of just to sort of forget. And Walt is. Yeah, he wants to take Gus out. It's kill or be killed. I think that's Walt's strategy. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen now. And yeah, I got Patreon if you guys like to check out the full reactions. I got a few shows on there, so you're welcome to go over there and just be nice to each other, guys. And that being said, let's get started. Yeah, I think it's really interesting how differently the two are dealing with the issues. That's a kick in the teeth, isn't it? Oh, for Gail, well, who's dead now, but, they're using his coffee maker. Oh, is that cameras? Yeah, I thought so. I was surprised they didn't have them earlier than that. I mean, to be fair, you can't blame Gus for having that set up because obviously, even though it was additional weight, the boys had Jesse had snuck stuff out. Oh.
For the lady of the house. Drum roll, please. How about a lifetime supply of French manicures and enzyme peels? Oh, yeah, go ahead, pinch yourself.
We're not buying a nail salon, Mr. Goodman. We're getting the car wash.
I'm sorry. Am I missing something here? I mean, didn't you already try that? Can Huel use your bathroom?
Huel?
Sure, the top of the stairs.
He'll be quick. It's a stomach thing. So where were we?
Professionalism.
Yeah, so if the guy won't sell, he won't sell.
I don't accept that. I don't accept that he won't sell. I think he just lacks the proper motivation.
What a crowbar to the
As
knee.
in motivation? I mean, just so we're on the same page here, you're saying we make him an offer he can't refuse?
Nothing so dramatic as that, no. Motivation.
I take it Skyler doesn't know what that means.
Oh, this one, she's a keeper. How about an ICE raid? You know he's got illegals working over there. I mean, he just has to.
We are not getting a bunch of poor, innocent people in trouble, no.
Yeah, and also you're gonna need him after you take over. You got a real nice place here. Shame if something happened to it. That angle.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I thought he was talking about Walt's place.
Attitude adjustment.
Oh, no, that is not at all what I meant. We do not do that. That's not who we are, right?
Yeah, no, she's right. Who says it has to be this one?
I do. I say it has to.
Why?
I just do.
Well, that clears things up.
I don't like him. Bogdan. He was condescending to me, rude about you, and I do not like him.
The number one rule is don't take things personally.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's not
rude
personal,
about
it's
me?
business.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
Something along the lines of, you weren't man enough to face him yourself.
What?
That you had to send your woman to do your business for you.
Okay, speaking as your lawyer, I'm going to go on record and say this is a bad idea. Now, I advise against...
It's this one.
So she knows how to push him then.
Hi. Can I answer any questions?
So she's just wanting to get out of the house then.
Yes, the owner is quite the collector. Aren't they something? One for each of the 50 states.
Puerto Rico is technically a territory.
Huh.
You know, maybe they were thinking someday. This job has just gotten too stressful and difficult, and it's time to quit. And miracle of miracles, he listened.
Still, what a fascinating career that must have been for him.
It was. I mean, NASA was like a second family to us. But, you know.
Is she just looking for stuff to steal?
We're, comfortable. When were these floors redone?
2 years ago, and the counters are brand new.
I can tell. Travertine. It has a very European feel.
You think?
Oh, I lived in London for years, so yeah, this feels familiar.
Where in London? I was stationed at Upwood in the 60s.
My husband is an illustrator, so we traveled a lot. Paris, Italy, Denmark. It was before the kids were in school, so it was easy to pick up and go. That was before my youngest, Lucy, was diagnosed with endocarditis.
Your daughter. Is she okay?
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, miss?
Very nice, thank you.
I just called the police.
Okay then.
I know you stole that spoon.
You better just back off, okay? My husband is a DEA agent.
Oh, I thought he was an astronaut or an illustrator. You better get your crazy lies straight.
You're not going anywhere. Let go of my purse.
Let go of my drink.
You let go of it!
Yeah. Are you seriously doing this to me again?
I wonder if that sort of, with the stress with him being the way he is, that sort of tipped her over and she's gone into that sort of mode again.
Would you stop crying?
Because he has been a bit of an asshole towards her, hasn't he?
I'll make a phone call. Just sit tight.
So, good news. The officer spoke to the homeowners, and they're not going to press charges.
Good, I won't either.
Okay, then. So, we're good to go.
Yes, she can't deal with Hank, can she? What's he just thought of?
Yes, it's Skyler White calling for Saul Goodman, please. Yes, it is important. Thank you.
Oh, one of his like chemicals and stuff that he's
Sorry, same as before.
But this is not right. You cannot shut me down. You cannot do this.
You're gonna need to replace your system entirely.
Replace? Do you know what cost that is? $200,000.
Look, I understand it's a hardship. If you like, we can give you a list of approved vendors. If you get going immediately, your downtime shouldn't be any more than 4 or 5 weeks.
Where is Usual, man? Where is Gary?
He got transferred to Las Cruces. If you'd like to file an appeal, you can contact...
I have done nothing wrong. Tell me why you shut me down. What laws did I break?
What laws? Several.
Tell me exact specific laws or I refuse. Right now. What laws I broke?
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. Okay, the New Mexico Hazardous Waste Act of 1978, Section 74, Chapter 4, Part 13 states, whenever the disposal of solid waste or hazardous waste presents
An imminent or substantial endangerment.
the... Okay, baby. All right, the EPA can cite him under the Toxic Substances
Control Act of 1976.
Was that specific?
Specific enough for you?
She's ruthless, isn't she?
You have a visitor.
Oh, Jesus. What now? She rob a bank?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, well. Can't complain, you know. Every day a little better.
That's good. You're looking good.
Yeah, well, handsome was never the hard part. Thanks again for the other day, you know. This whole thing, it's been hard on her.
Forget it. Glad to help.
So, what's up?
Well, actually, I could use your help on something. Homicide, possibly drug-related.
You want my help on a case? What am I, Ironside?
No, but you're a drug cop who knows a local talent, and you're a pal I just did a favor for, so let me pick your brain a sec. You ever come across a guy by the name of Gail Bedecker?
Nope.
Ooh.
Someone came along and shot him in the face. We found a notebook at his place. I made a copy for you in case you're interested. Looks like it pertains to some kind of methamphetamine super lab. It's filled with scientific formulas and chemical purchase lists, drawings, pages and pages of this stuff.
Want my advice? You take this to Steve Gomez. He'll help you out.
I give this to Steve Gomez, and all of a sudden it becomes a DEA case. What good's that do me? If you could just take a look, tell me what I got here. I'd really appreciate it.
Whatever.
Thanks, man. You take it easy.
That's what I do.
Yeah, he can't resist. It's kind of weird how it is that, like, Hank's got an obsession with the minerals, and like the car wash has sort of become well, Skyler's obsession, hasn't it?
White residence? Oh, hello, Mr. Wollenitz. Am I still interested? Well, I think that depends. Yes, $879 was the original offer, but that seems high to me now. Now I'm offering
brutal.
No, don't do that.
Why? Don't do that. Well, because you're an unpleasant person, Mr. Wollenitz. You were rude to me and disrespectful towards my husband. Skyler. And furthermore, I've met with quite a number of sellers, and the market seems much softer than I thought, so 800. Uh-huh. I'm sorry we couldn't make it work. Goodbye.
What are you doing?
I'm negotiating.
Why? You just went too far with it. You're calling him names?
I didn't call him names.
Oh.
I said he was unpleasant.
Well, he's not calling you back.
Well, I suppose with the ground being contaminated and all that, he doesn't have a choice now, does he?
No.
What? What for? Oh, my God.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Wollenitz.
You see? I told you we'd get it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Seriously. It was really great work. It's impressive.
Thank you. Oh my God. This is truly amazing.
Yes, well, it better be. $320 a bottle.
What?
I'm not apologizing for wanting to celebrate in some small way.
I'm not asking you to apologize, Walt. I'm asking you to be smart. What I'm saying is the devil is in the details, okay? One little mistake, one slip up in our story, that could ruin us.
She's got a point. I mean, once the trash is out on the road, they go through that sort of stuff, don't they? And
gotta destroy the evidence.
When I look at this image,
The EPC and the loophole.
A motion and a second by Councilor Cook. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Right, did I read go? All those in favor signify by saying yes. There's 5 in the affirmative. All those opposed say no.
it'll give him something to do, won't it? That was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot going on, but yeah, very enjoyable. Yeah, really, that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, let's go through it. So yeah, we started off with Skyler going to see Walt, and obviously seeing the bruise, and Walt was like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you," and this and that, and she's like, "Well, are you in danger? I need to know you, obviously, because that affects everybody, doesn't it? Well, the whole family. If he's in danger, they're in danger." So I see where she's coming from. That is quite a concern, but he sort of snaked his way out of it, didn't he? Sort of saying, "Yeah, it was a bar fight," which I suppose in a way it was. It was a disagreement with a colleague, and they sort of saw where they were both coming from. So I thought that was quite clever of Walt. Yeah, they sort of yeah. They know where they stand with each other, and obviously it was the disagreement with where Walt is sort of wanting to take out Gus, and trying to explain to Mike, how much danger Mike is in. So that's going to be quite interesting to see if something was to happen there. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that little scene there with them two sort of discussing the bruise on Walt's face. And then we went over to Hank's place, and obviously Marie's been shopping and that, and well, she's been out looking at houses, looking for stuff to steal, and I think that's the result of how Hank is treating Marie. She sort of snapped, and she goes back to what she knows, and that's stealing and lying. So, in a way, with her background, I can't really blame her, because Hank has been quite cold towards her, So. Yeah, and then she comes home with chips, and it's the wrong chips, and I'm like, okay, so she's having to go out again, and yeah, she got busted and that. So yeah, then we had the scene with Walt, Skyler, and Saul. Sort of Saul trying to get them to buy the nail polish along, and Skylar's like, nope, that's not going to happen. She wants that bloody car wash, and obviously she's got her heart set on it now, because that guy was so rude to her and to Walt as well. So she's like, no, I'm not having it. We're going for that. She wants it now. She wants to bring this guy down. Hi, George. So yeah, I thought that was quite funny, and obviously Saul. He's sort of, what? Do you mind? Okay, go in the window then. Yeah, quick. No? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, obviously Saul, he knows the crime world and that, and he was sort of talking the sort of gangster lingo, wasn't he? Giving them an offer he can't refuse, and these kind of things, and it just went over Skyler's head. It was not the way that she was thinking. But yeah, obviously they wanted to get rid of this guy, and Skyler was like, no, we can't do that. We gotta make the place look like it's legit, and we can't bring any attention to the place. So I thought that was quite funny. So in the end, they didn't really get anywhere because legally, there's not much they can do if that's the route they're going down. So I thought that was quite funny. And obviously, yeah, Marie got caught stealing, and Hank had to sort of bail her out. And I thought it was quite just interesting because the detective, I think it had been a friend of Hank's, so he sort of got him to help get Marie out. And the guy was sort of like trying to talk to Marie, and obviously she broke down. And I think the detective understood, what the problem was. He probably knows what Hank can be like, and Hank broke Marie, and that's why Marie's in that situation. So obviously Hank is annoyed with what's happened, and he's not out there being the hero, and he's in bed, and he's lashing out. So he's. I mean, in a way, you can't blame him because people deal with that sort of stuff in different ways. So yeah. Then we had Skyler. She came up with a plan while washing a bottle, and it was obviously sort of chemicals she was thinking of, and that was sort of I think they hired an actor to go out there and sort of try to get this car wash owner in trouble, and it worked in the end because obviously he's having to sell up or spend a lot of money on cleaning the place up and that, so it's in line with what the requirements are. So yeah, that was quite funny. That was a good scene. She's got a lot of brains, this woman. But she's, I think as well as that, she's a bit naive, but very good. Then obviously the detective went over to see Hank about the case with Gail, because obviously that leaflet thing that Gail had about how to build a lab, they got at his place, and Hank would be the perfect guy to sort of look into this because he sort of knows. He doesn't know that he knows the case, but he's very switched on to these things, and it's like his job, and he's bored as hell. So it'd be good to get Hank involved in that, so he can not be as big of a dick towards Marie, and obviously get back into sort of work mode again. So he's got something to look at and get up in the morning, for I don't know if that's, I'm not explaining it very well, but he needs something to keep his mind going. So I thought that was quite a good move. And we had the scene with obviously they Skyler was able to renegotiate the terms and the price, and she got it down in the end, and they celebrated with champagne, expensive champagne. And I think she was right that Walt needs to look out, because even though he bought it cash, so there's always going to be somebody watching, especially since he's unemployed, and they don't have any money as such. It's it's a very fine line, isn't it? And I think once trash is out on the road, I mean, I've seen that in like different movies and TV shows. It's fair game, and the police can search it. So, anything like that, a bottle like that's quite expensive. That's in the rubbish outside. Then that's gonna sort of it's a red flag, isn't it? Like, how can they afford that kind of champagne? If they have no money. So yeah, I see where she's coming from. They have to be careful. And then we sort of went over to Jesse. I haven't spoken about Jesse, but obviously Jesse is he's coping with the whole thing in the only way he knows, and that's sort of to get high. And I think he was with the go-karting. That was like an adrenaline, just sort of focusing in on that. So getting that out somehow. And you just saw how his place is getting absolutely trashed by all these people coming over to party and doing drugs and that. And it's like Jesse doesn't mind as long as there are people there. You know, he can just sort of while they're there, he can forget what's happening, and it's a distraction from the pain that he's in. It's really sad that that's sort of where he's at. And it's like the scene we had with Walt and Jesse in the lab. They just can't talk to each other about how they're feeling. I don't know if that's just a man thing or what. But yeah, they need to support each other, but they can't, and it's really sad to see. So yeah. Yeah, I feel really bad for Jesse. You know, he doesn't know how to cope. He's a very sensitive guy, and he doesn't know how to cope with it. And I think I don't know if it was a police officer who was sort of looking at the place, because there's somebody in the car, and it looked like a police car, and it was at night, and it looked like it was outside Jesse's house. So I don't know if that was. Yeah, they're sort of staking out Jesse's house. I mean, obviously, he's partying a lot, and if I was a neighbor, I would not be happy. I would not be happy with the amount of people coming in and out and party, all the loud noises and that. So yeah, so it looked like somebody's sort of looking out for the place to see what's going on there. So that's not a good sign either. One thing I didn't mention was the CCTV cameras at the lab. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't put cameras up before. I mean, it's things get stolen, you know. It's yeah. I mean, if I was in a criminal operation like that, I would want cameras up. I would want to see what's going on, you know, just in case. Yeah. Even that, you know, if somebody was coming down and, you know, try and take somebody out, you'd have it on camera so you could go after the guy or whatever, you know. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have cameras up before, but that's just me. Yeah, so yeah, that was a very enjoyable episode. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen now. Absolutely crazy. It looks like it's sort of starting to come together now that Hank is going to get back into the sort of DEA mind, and he's going to work stuff out, I'm sure. And yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to stop here, guys, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. But I just want to thank you guys so much for commenting and watching my reactions and that. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys.